Okay, so I've walked down the back way to avoid the psychopathic patrolling vehicles, but of course, you know, I've got the psychopathic patrolling aeroplanes following me all the way down a couple of blocks to get to the 7-Eleven. But most of them were quite big jets following me all the way down over my head, and wherever I looked there was another one circling. But I come down this way to avoid the patrolling vehicles because it's very late of a night now, so there shouldn't be. And strangely enough, they've cleared out as I put the mobile on, because don't forget, they not only know where you are and can see your every step in front of you, and they actually show you this because, like, even on this small walk, basically they just turned the light on there. See, that's patrol too. They turn lights on everywhere you go. They have the bright headlights of all the vehicles, but they can turn things on and off at will. And I thought I was filming a video a week ago, and it was a really good one because it showed how intense the psychopathic patrolling was. But when I went to download it, it wasn't there. So basically the psychopathic patrolling neighbours can somehow jam it, because they've done that on any occasion where I get a slightly better video. I've noticed that it happened. Or if I show the faces of the Army Patrol Force, if I actually show faces like of the actual military workforce, that's around me. Every time I've done that with the videos have not come out, even though I was recording them. So that shows that they basically have control over not just your surroundings, but every bit of technology. I'm surprised another jet hasn't come over my head. They're definitely not wanting to show anything, because basically I had jets going over my head the whole way down. But I thought I'd wait till I got here because I don't have much space, and I can't even download the videos at the moment. I've got to get some help to be able to download them, because although I've got the internet where I live, not here, I don't. I'm just recording now, but I got the internet, so it should be working, but my mobile won't download. They do this to me because basically they don't want me to show the truth of an old lady that lives in the suburb of Leichhardt in the city of Sydney, that I'm being patrolled and stalked. Also, they're turning the lights down on the cars now, whereas normally they've got all the headlights all on high beam on this road here. Always really high beam, especially when I go down the side street, which I do to avoid the patrolling traffic. They wait, they leave their headlights on vastly. Now, see, they've turned them down. That's because they know I'm filming. I'm going to stop because basically, and there should be planes going over my head in the sky here. This happens every time. But basically, because I'm recording, they're playing possum, and they know what you're going to do in the future. So they're patrolling me all the way down with jets over my head until I pull this mobile out of my bag, which I don't normally bring with me, and to record, But all these vehicles coming up here in the thousands, even though it is very late of a night now. This road should be empty because it's really late of a night and it's not the weekend. All these are all patrolling vehicles. And also, where are the big semi-trailers and all the buses that patrol along here? They're definitely playing possum. Oh, there's one. See how they have the lights all down them? They're all staged vehicles. In fact, they might even be going to set up some staged work for me down here, which is what they do, where they have intensely bright lights. And it's very, it's intimidating. I should be used to it now. See how that they blink their lights at you? That's gaslighting. Usually most nights when I come here, I'm just gaslighted out of existence almost. In fact, I can't even walk straight. You know, they make your, see I'm getting bright lights blinking at me in the distance there, but the mobile won't pick that up. But basically they do that because the blinking lights on every car, blinking their lights at you, is what they call gaslighting at a vehicle or road level. That's to make you insane and also to disorientate you. Like sometimes I can hardly walk. I'm actually wobbling all over the place as though I was drunk because the bright flashing lights everywhere I look is so mentally disturbing. Even the street lights, and this has actually been pointed out to me, but I'm very aware of it because I experience it every day, that everything is totally set up around a human being. If you're a real natural human being and not a psychopathic android being, because that's essentially what most are. I'm just going to stand here for a second. I'm not even going to film anymore now because the minute I turn it off, they will turn it up. Because it's interesting that the minute that I turn this on, the planes stop going over, whereas they were going over every 30 seconds, big jets right over my head all the way down to the 7-Eleven, which is just across on the other side of the road. So, but see, all these cars that have the blinking lights, like blinking lights for the turns they make, that's something that wasn't in the past. That's something that they changed. Because like this light flashing here even in front of me, which is strange too. Like, why is it flashing like this? Because I stopped here. But essentially the blinking lights are mentally disturbing and disorientating. And basically that's the idea. It's all about taking over your sight and your sound. It's strangely quiet on this road too. Normally the traffic is very noisy. Even of a night time. You know, they send the big trucks and the buses going past making unnecessary noise, but they don't want me to film it, so I'm wasting my space, and I don't know if I'll be able to even download this. I won't be able to download it, I know, probably very soon. Not unless I can get some help, which I will be trying to do, but it's very hard to find anyone to help you in a total Android city. And in a suburb where you have about 10 suburbs where you're dealing with, you know, well over 200,000 androids surrounding you every day. And there could even be more numbers than that because obviously it's a continual flow, it's a system. They all operate in conjunction with one another to try to basically destroy. There's a plane that did go over my head just there. I don't know whether you saw it, but it went straight over. These planes follow me around. Like it doesn't, like if they were on a real flight path, a legitimate real flight path, they wouldn't follow and be over my head no matter where I go. But I can't prove that. But I can only say that that would not be normal. All the buses are part of the system. Every bus, every car. There are very few exceptions. I have not found one. Thousands and thousands and thousands of cars. No people, strangely enough, and I'm folding up because normally I have people around me too, even late of a night. But they're definitely hiding for the video because they've got a lot to hide, because they're basically trying to destroy humanity. And they outnumber humans, or real humans, these android pretend humans that are the same as psychopaths in a human body. They're actually not human at all. They are about eliminating the human race. They serve the God of this world that controls them, and they operate for that God entity. You can put your own names and titles on all these beings. You can talk about different personality types of human beings, but essentially you're looking at an artificial species that is living amongst the real human species. See the bright lights, the flashing lights on the ambulance? All the vehicles have that. And see how it's flashing like really bright when I look, but see the mobile won't pick it up, but it has like all these bars flashing all over the back of it. What for? An ambulance in the past wouldn't even be flashing lights at all unless it was going to an emergency to save someone's life. That one wasn't, because it didn't have its extra loud siren going. But they're going around past me every day like that, all these vehicles with huge flashing lights all over them. And every vehicle, wherever your sight goes, they will have their blinkers on with the flashing lights. That is to gaslight you into literal insanity, or to make it to where you just can't function, because that's the whole purpose of it. And I'm folding